Hey guys, so recently I was able to try out utopiastudios.com, which is an interesting take on AI. What it does is it makes 1 minute long videos. So you can see I've made, well, 2 videos technically, though I tried to make one here. This one was unsuccessful. Now in the first one I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and I gave it pretty much just information on the main character, thinking that it was only supposed to be about the character at first, and that I would be adding the story later. And it made a pretty good video out of just information about the character, and not only that, she maintained very good consistency. Here, I'll play the video right now.
Come on, you stubborn piece of junk. Connect the bypass. Think, Lacey, think. It's a power routing issue. Hello, beautiful.
Now, when it does make the videos, it does give you an entire storyboard. So you can see here the entire storyboard. This one she doesn't have glasses on in. And most of them are pretty good, though. Most of them are very well done in sequence. Here you can see there are some issues with what clothing she's wearing is completely different. But when it actually cut it together, it only showed her hands from this one, so it didn't matter what she was wearing. This one, however, it did kind of matter, and I had to cut this entire scene off and just fast forward to the next scene here, and it worked out very well. And then it gives you the entire video output. You can see it's a minute long. After I did some edits, it wasn't quite a minute, but it made it make more sense. Anyways, I didn't know what I was doing the first time, but once I figured it out, I tried to make a second one. Storyboard didn't quite come through. For some reason, I think it was because one of them was a different aspect ratio than the other one. So I made a third one. Now in this one, the aspect ratio was the same. You can see the same characters here. Well, this same character here, rather, and a demon character here. Now, I told it what I wanted the story to be. I designed the entire story, and basically it was about a girl stuck in a haunted house. Door closes, she gets locked in, has to find a way out, demons hunting her. She tries to put a circle of salt around her, but that doesn't work because he blows it away. Then she tries to find another exit out, and she finds one, the back door, and the back door ends up taking her back to the original front entrance. So she gets stuck in the house still. All right, so with that information, it built a storyboard. And as you can see, the storyboard is right here. And it actually is an incredibly well done storyboard. Yeah, there's little issues here, like this ghost doesn't quite have his legs, which is fine depending on how it ran the scene. And it went through all of this. And these two didn't match up, but I had this setting on called Auto Approve All. I didn't realize I had this on. I didn't know this was even a setting because the first time I made a video, it automatically went through everything, gave me whatever, and I didn't really build the story. So I do recommend, if you try this out, to turn off Auto Approve All so that you can actually edit the storyboard before it continues. You can actually tell it to regenerate certain frames until you like what you see. And it does a pretty good job, as you could see in that first video that I posted. Now, with this one, it went through all the storyboard stuff and even made the video, but at the time, it said I could not watch the video because I was 40 credits over. What it will do is it'll charge you the amount of credits, and if you're over, it just doesn't let you unlock the video. Only problem is, even though I was going to try to unlock it because 40 credits is about 40 cents, I went to the credit center and realized that tier 1 is $100. Tier 2 is $200, 500 and 1,000, but there's nothing like $10 or less. And I didn't want to spend $100 just to see this video. So I emailed them, and they were quite helpful. They let me unlock it. But before they let me unlock it, I had like an entire day waiting for a response. So I was like, what if I take the storyboard and build it how I thought it would be? So instead, I used Higgsfield AI. Now I do pay monthly for this as well, so I can calculate approximately how much it was going to be. And for about $12, I created a video. Now while creating it, you can see I used the exact same frames that Utopia Studios had come up with, the entire same storyboard. I removed a couple of the storyboards I felt didn't make much sense and built the entire thing envisioned based off of that. I also added a little bit of an intro to it. This is the intro and this is the ending of it. So I added this onto it even though it wasn't quite in there, just because at this point, since I'm building it scene by scene, I have full control over everything. So here, let me show you a quick video of what came out from what I ended up building. This ended up being about 2 minutes long.
If you really want to be friends with us, prove it. Go inside. For 5 minutes. That's creepy.
See, I told you she's a loser.
Fine, I'll go in. Wow, this place is creepy. I can't believe they dared me to do this. What in the world? Okay, enough of this. Surely there's gotta be a way out of here. God, please just get me out of here! You gotta be kidding me. Help! Oh God, no! Oh God, no, not again. This is taking forever. Yeah. All right, I'm bored. Let's go.
Now eventually Utopia did get back to me and they unlocked the video for me. And you can see it's right here. I will play it here in a moment. Now there is an editor. I haven't done anything with the editor yet. I'm not really sure how to use the editor. I'm sure that would be helpful. But regardless, here's the video of what Utopia ended up making on its own.
I can't believe they dared me to do this. It's only 5 minutes. I can do this. No way. I need to get out of here. There's gotta be some way out of here!
Now, as you can see, the Utopia video was not as coherent. It obviously needs some editing, and it's only 1 minute and 15 seconds for $10, which is not terrible when you think about how much of the work it actually does. Now, I'm sure that I could do the storyboarding better, now, especially now that I have played with it and really can see how it works. And given how much it can generate at one time, I think it's a pretty cool idea. But the only real downside to this website is the credit system. I mean, the fact that you have to pay at least $100 to get 10,000 credits instead of paying $10 for 1,000 credits or $1 for 100 credits. I mean, it would be nice if it would just charge you what the remainder is after you get a video done if you do go over budget. That would be great. Just be like, hey, you went 40 credits over, that's 40 cents. Here you go. Just pay it off really quickly. You got the video. You don't have to buy $100 worth of credits just to see the end results. Nice little features to have. So yeah, give more tiers to the credit system and make it so you can unlock the videos. And I think it'd be a pretty good tool. Yes, it is more cost efficient to build it scene by scene in something like Higgs AI, but this does a lot of the work for you. So I can understand, extra cost for extra work being done for you. You have to do less, which is nice. All you really have to do is edit it together afterwards. The very first one came out so well, all I had to do was cut like one scene out. Oh, and let's talk about the amount of time it takes. It does take quite a while. When you generate this, it takes a bit for each scene to be generated one by one. So about the same amount of time though, if you're really speed running it through Higgs, to do this, I'd say it took about 2 hours to generate the video, and it probably took me about 3 hours of work to get the full 2-minute video on Higgs. But, I didn't actually have to stand around and do every single thing here. I just kind of told it what to do, and it kind of put together this. Now, there are definitely some things about this that worked a lot better. One, the characters stayed a lot more consistent than they did when I tried to do it through Higgs, even though in Higgs I did use elements. It's a cool tool, and if you got the money for it and don't have the time for it, it's probably a better system to use because it does build an entire minute at a time. In this case, it actually built me, I think, 1 minute and 15 seconds in this one. Let's look. Yeah, 1 minute 15 seconds. So it can do over a minute technically. It's definitely a step in the right direction, but the monetization system just really throws me off. Anyways, check it out for yourselves and let me know what you guys think in the comments below.